So Mixer has shut down after some controversial allegations, but also just some really low numbers over the last few months. And I wanted to not necessarily focus on the actual like shutting down, but what can we learn from a platform like this just shutting down almost overnight, it looks like? Well, really there's three different things that we can learn. And the first thing that we can learn is to diversify as creators. Because if we don't diversify our content, and what that means, if we do not grow simultaneously on multiple platforms and become searchable on multiple platforms, and we are just waiting for something like this to happen to us, especially as you stream, because on Twitch and a lot of websites that are streaming platforms, it's not the most searchable thing in the world. You can take what you do on the streaming platforms and put them on the other platforms and become more searchable. The second one is about the platform that you choose. Mixer was a very sexy platform at first because it was super discoverable as a new streamer. It was something where you would people were getting like 150 followers the first stream they went over, or this kind of stuff. And to be honest with you, I always questioned that in particular, because wouldn't it be beneficial for a platform to promote new people so they get addicted to that feeling of having a lot of people in their stream, or you know, maybe even sending a few of their Mixer bots or Twitch bots or whatever it is? Wouldn't it be beneficial to hook somebody in on their first stream? The hard part about that is people were focusing on the discoverability of Mixer, but they weren't focusing on the future of Mixer. And the hard part is when you looked at the future and you looked at where it was headed and what it was doing on a partnership side of things, it was not. They didn't have a lot of ways to monetize. They didn't have a lot of ways to grow your stream to the next level, that kind of stuff. Like in the future, it was really like a small streamers platform, but then didn't really give them a path to go any farther. And that's a bummer. And that's a really big bummer. And I think when you're looking at a platform, something to learn from this whole situation is you got to not only look at the now, but you got to look at the later. Like what is going to happen later on? Say you blow up. Can that platform support you? And can that platform push you to new heights? And the third lesson I think that we can learn is that your YouTube channel should be more important than your Twitch stream or your Facebook stream or whatever stream you have. Your YouTube channel should be more important because YouTube is probably the most solidified platform that we have right now. It's one of the best search engines, one of the best discoverability platforms, all that kind of stuff. If your YouTube is not the top of your priority list when it comes to creating, you're not gonna get the influx of people in your stream that you want. YouTube is kind of the centerpiece, even if you love streaming more than YouTube, because I do. I love streaming way more than YouTube. If you're not paying attention to your YouTube and you're not creating things that are searchable and you're not creating things that people can find you, then you're gonna have a problem when it comes to growing your channel. Those are the three things that I think we can learn from this whole Mixer shutdown. To all my Mixer streamers out there, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. And I'm so sorry that if you were streaming consistently on Mixer and maybe even you were a Mixer partner and making an income from that, I know it's a scary time for you, but I believe in you. I believe that you can push through. You can absolutely continue your community and bring as many as you possibly can. You've got to that point, not from some magical platform, but because you created content that changed people's lives, changed people's hearts, and you brought something up in them. And so I believe in you. Get out there. It's going to be hard. A lot of you are going to be restarting, but you can do it. Thank you guys.